me start off by asking, who in this room drinks at least 1 cup or bottle of water a day? All right. Now, who in here drinks at least 4 cups or bottles of water on a daily basis? All right. Well, according to an article published by Harvard Medical School in March 2020, the average healthy person should consume minimally 6 cups of water daily. Studies done by the National Library of Medicine showed upwards of 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated. That's 250 million people. 250 million people aren't drinking enough water every single day. Water is a vital part of our overall health, making up over 60% of our total body composition. Water is responsible for factors such as digestion, absorption, circulation, creation of saliva, transportation of nutrients, and maintenance of body temperature, all of which are extremely important in all aspects of general well-being. While most people know the risks of being dehydrated in a high-octane setting, such as playing a sport or going for a run, many don't realize the negative side effects of having a lack of water on a day-to-day basis. Dehydration could be the cause for a lot of the pains the average person deals with every single day. According to Healthline, medically reviewed by Stacy Sampson, Des Moines University College of Osteopathic Medicine, complications as a result of chronic dehydration include fatigue, headaches, muscle weakness, lack of cognitive function, and metabolic issues that could potentially lead to obesity. I can personally vouch, before I started drinking as much water as I do, I definitely suffered from more than one of these issues, although I didn't realize it, and I didn't consider a lack of water being a factor. According to an article taken from WebMD, written by Kathleen M. Zellman, MPH-RD and LD, and reviewed by Carol DeSarkisian, MD, on April 4, 2022, some benefits of increasing your daily H2O intake include, but are not limited to, maintaining the balance of bodily fluid, regulations of metabolism and calories, overall kidney health, muscle energization, and even skin clarity. There are quite literally no negatives to consuming the correct amount of water every day. At the end of the day, though, if I give most Americans the option of drinking either 6 cans of soda or 6 cups of water, a vast majority is going to take the soda. While that soda may taste great going down, it's not going to be great for your health overall. Water, on the other hand, can be a giant benefit for your overall health and well-being. Now, how to drink more water. I wouldn't start off by asking you all to start carrying around a gallon jug like I do every day. However, if you drink less than 6 cups of water every day, I recommend you start by, at the very least, just having a cup of water with every meal you eat. Another great strategy is always keeping a bottle of water on you and trying to just focus on taking a few sips per hour. It's not nearly as hard to get your daily intake if you have a reminder on your desk at all times. Speaking of reminders, if you're extremely busy or if you have a lot in your mind most of the day, just set a reminder on your phone. It can be hourly or just left on your home screen at all times. So every time you pick up your phone, you're reminded to take a sip of water. Lastly, one of the most crucial steps in having better hydration, I personally recommend, is keeping a bottle or cup of water on your nightstand and drinking it as soon as you wake up in the morning. This can greatly help remove the mental fog most people get, as well as kickstarting your gut and metabolism. I chose to speak today about why we as a country need to drink more water because I personally was extremely unhealthy growing up. During my adolescence, fast food and soda were the staples of my household, as both my parents worked and weren't very health conscious, as many other working class Americans tend to be. Because of this, I suffered from childhood obesity and all the negative physical and emotional effects that come with it. I mention this because drinking more water, I personally believe, was the biggest factor in me being able to take control of my own health. Obviously, I mentioned all the great health effects water has on humans. But even psychologically, consciously, getting yourself to take that step of regulating your hydration every day can be huge in the grand scheme of living a better, healthier life. Showing yourself you can do this will make things like working out or eating healthier seem much more viable due to the realization of how easy just drinking more water really was for you. To conclude, in an article from the CDC in 2018, over 2/3 of the American population was overweight or obese. That's 219 million people. 219 million, that sounds eerily similar to the 250 million that were dehydrated. Drinking more water is more than just an everyday task you could start right now. If you chose, but rather the start of a path for an overall healthier and better life. And the only thing stopping you is yourself. 6 cups a day keeps the doctor away.